Hello everybody, I'm OSRS and welcome to my Dragon Defender guide. Now this guide will be going over the stats required for everything, the gear setups, different methods of killing the monsters, and everything you need to know to get the Dragon Defender. Now to even start this, you need to be able to enter the Warriors Guild, which is located west of Berthope, and the easiest way to get there is a gaming necklace, I believe, and there's no reason that you shouldn't be able to obtain one. They're pretty easy. If you somehow can't, you can teleport to the house portal in Taverley, otherwise you can walk all the way from Falador. And to be able to get the Dragon Defender, you must be able to enter the Warriors Guild, which you need a total of 130 combined with your attack and strength levels. So to get that, you have to have 65 attack and 65 strength. If you're not there yet, there's plenty of guides out there. I'll link a guide below if you need a combat guide that will get you there. There's plenty of easy ways to get 65 attack and strength, and it does not take that long. Alright, so now I'm going to be showing the setups that you can use to get the Dragon Defender or Rune Defender or whatever defender you are going for at the time. The first setup is a lower defense level setups from 40 to 45 is for this setup, and it's for lower budget overall. So for the helmet, you can go Berserker helmet or Rune full helmet depending on your defense level. For the amulet, you can go for Glory amulet. For the cape, you can go for an Obsidian cape or a different style cape, whatever you prefer. For the body, you can go a Rune chain body, Rune plate body, or fighter torso, whatever one that you can wear at the time. So for the legs, you can wear Rune plate legs, Rune kite shield for the shield, and for your attack weapon, you can wear a Rune scimitar, or if you have Lost City done, you can wear a dragon longsword and use a dragon dagger as your spec weapon. And if you have Monkey Madness done, you can wear a dragon scimitar. And for your boots, you can wear Rune boots, and for your bracelet, I just wore a combat bracelet, so it gives you a couple of decent stats there. And the next setup is for higher level defense setups from 60 plus. So for the helmet, you can either wear a Berserker helmet or a Nezinat helmet or a Nezi helmet, I don't know how to pronounce that. For the amulet, you can go a Fury amulet or you can go a Glory amulet. For the cape, you can wear an Obsidian cape or any other cape you prefer, like a Fire cape or whatever you have. For the body, you can wear a Dragon chain body or a Fighter torso. For the legs, you can wear Dragon plate legs. For the shield, you can do an Obsidian shield. For the attack weapon, you can go Dragon scimitar, which gives you a really good slash bonus and will help you pull through this a lot faster than Dragon longsword or Rune scimitar would. For the boots, you can go Dragon boots, and for the bracelet, you can use any bracelet you prefer. I just use the combat bracelet because it's cheap. And I personally don't have any of the levels required above this. My defense level is only 65, so I have nothing that I can afford, like Bandos, or I can't do anything higher than that. But if you are a higher defense level when you're doing this, you can wear Barrow's gear, which like a Torag setup, a tank gear setup, or whatever you prefer. But this is all I can wear, so I just made the gear setups for that. But honestly, just wear whatever is best for you, whatever is the highest attack bonus, whatever will get you through this the fastest, that will be the best for you. Okay, next I'll be showing you how to get the warrior tokens. Alright, so whenever you have your games necklace, rub it and teleport to Berthope, or use one of the methods I told you earlier, and now just walk west of where you found yourself, and then you'll find this big castle with a guy named Gommel outside. You just go through the door, and if you have the required levels, it'll just let you right in. Now you keep heading west, and you'll see a room right here which has all these checkered squares in it, and then west of that, you'll find a bank here. So this place has a personal bank. You don't have to worry about teleporting anywhere to bank anything if you need food and whatnot. But the next part of the guide we'll be talking about is in here, which is the animated armor method for getting the Warrior Guild tokens. Let me start off by saying you need at least 100 Warrior Guild tokens to go into the room to get the Dragon Defenders. Alright, so up on the screen here I will show you 3 different kinds of animated armor that you can use to get your Warrior Guild tokens. So the first animated armor I'm showing is black animated armor, which is combat level 69. It has 60 hit points and it drops 20 Warrior Guild tokens. The next armor is Mithril. It is combat level 92. It has 80 hit points and it drops 25 Warrior Guild tokens. And the last one is adamant animated armor, which is combat level 113. It has 99 hit points and it drops 30 warrior guild tokens. Now depending on your combat level, you can decide which armor that you used. I personally use adamant just because I already had it in my bank. I probably should have used mithril to make it a little faster. It probably would have been a little faster. But you decide whatever armor that you want to use. I mean, if you have protect from melee and you can prayer flick, adamant might be fine for you, but just decide based off of the combat levels you see here what you would like to fight. And to make the animated armor, you only need the full helmet, the plate body, and the plate legs to do it. So you don't need the shield at all, you just need the full helmet, plate body, and plate legs. When you have whatever armor that you want to use, you go over to this magical animator in the room and you right click a piece of your armor and right click the magical animator and use it on it. It will then spawn an animated monster for you to kill, and once you kill it, it will give you the tokens provided, which I showed you earlier. Alright, so there's two ways to do this, and one of them I prefer way more than the other. And the first method is grinding out 2,000 tokens from whatever animated armor that you're using, because that will get you usually all the way to your Dragon Defender, if not to your Rune Defender, and then you might have to grind out some more tokens depending on your RNG. But I have the drops and how many kills it took me fully to get the Dragon Defender. It took me a little less than 2,000 tokens. It took me about 1,850 tokens, or 1,870 tokens I believe. So very close to 2,000 tokens. But the other method only requires 100 tokens, and I personally don't like it. I'll show you really quick on how you do it. Alright, so when you have enough warrior guild tokens, you have to get out of the animated room and go into your bank and get whatever food you need. Alright, so when I did this, I just used monkfish. I know a lot of people use prey potions, but that's a lot more money than I would have liked to spend. So I just honestly brought some food in there, and that's how I did it. You also need your warrior guild token. I gotta get those out really quick. So yeah, grab some food and have your warrior guild tokens on you when you do this. And now to the west of the bank, you'll see a staircase. Just climb up that and then climb up one more time, and then you will be in a room with a lady called Camfrina. And the first time you are up here, you actually have to talk to her, and then you have to ask her everything, and she'll eventually tell you that you'll be able to get your bronze defender in here. Once you talk to her for the first time, you have to go into this room. And I personally don't use prayer because I fight the level 56s here, which do not hit much at all, and they're actually really good XP, and they drop some decent drops. So I'm gonna go in here, and I'm gonna go straight to the right hand side, which are the level 56s. Now when you're in here, every 1 minute you'll lose 10 tokens. You need a maximum of 100 to be in here, but every 1 minute you lose 10 tokens. The 76s have the same exact drop rate as the 56s for defenders, so it's a lot faster to kill these 56s. I recommend doing that unless you want, I believe the 76s drop a little bit better items, but if you're just going for the defender, stick to the 56s and just grind them out. Okay, and to explain to you the other method, if you don't want to grind out 2,000 tokens, you can ultimately do this differently, which is you can grind out about 100 tokens, maybe a little bit more just in case you mess up, and every 1 minute, just before the minute hits, you can leave the room and come back in. So like if a minute hits, if it's a minute's about hit, you can leave the room. But yeah, you leave the room, you spam click the door, and then you get back in. So if you don't want to grind out 2,000 tokens and you want to just kill one, leave, come back, kill one, leave, come back, kill one, you can do that as well. But I prefer grinding them out because I was lower level at the time, and I actually got a lot of good XP from the animated armor, as well as these from the amount of kills I had to kill them. Do whatever is your preferred method. I personally just like to kind of almost AFK these things, just really relaxingly kill them. Okay, so now I'll put on screen how much kills it took per defender. So in total for the Rune Defender, all the way to the Rune Defender, it took 208 kills, which averages out to about 29.7 kills per defender. Now I got lucky on some of them. I actually got, I think, my Meathod defender on the first kill possible. So it all depends on RNG, but 29.7 kills per defender is what I did, and the tokens I used up for getting all the way to the Rune Defender is 1,530 tokens. So I used 1530 tokens, 208 kills. That can obviously be done faster depending on RNG or depending on your gear, how many kills you can get in the time. So that is all of that. So when you get your Rune Defender, climb down these stairs and climb down them again. Actually, for this, I recommend having prayer potions. They're a lot higher level. Alright, and to get to the Dragon Defender area, you actually have to go west outside of the bank. And there's a door in this like little shack area. Go through the door, and then you'll see a ladder going down. So climb down this ladder. And once you're down, you'll see Lorelei, and then her little person, Rory, over here. This is where you get your Dragon Defenders. Now, these Cyclops are a lot higher level. As you can see, they're level 106, and they actually hit decently high. So I personally used prayer. If you don't want to use prayer, you don't have to. You just have to use a lot more food. And once you go in here, you just pretty much attack them. Same thing as your Rune Defender, same thing as any other defender. You just attack these and wait for the Dragon Defender to drop. Now, so I recommend with prayer, just prayer flick it. If you're decent at prayer flicking, just prayer flick it. It'll save a lot of prayer potions, so you won't have to use that much money getting it. Alright, so the drop rate for the Dragon Defender is 1 every 100 kills. So that's where the extra 500 tokens come in, as to getting 2,000 tokens like I said in the beginning. So I got personally lucky. I got it in my 33rd kill, and I had 370 tokens to spare after I grinded out 2,000 tokens. So ultimately, it's all RNG based. You can get it in 100 kills, you can get it way more than 100 kills, you can get it way less than 100 kills. I know people that got it on their first kill, so it's just all about luck in the end. So I'll just show you the stats between the Rune and the Dragon Defender up here right now, just so you know the stat difference between the Rune and the Dragon Defender if you wanted to know. And as you can see on the screen, the Dragon Defender has a decently higher attack bonus than the Rune Defender is, so it is definitely worth getting. It'll help you in many ways. It'll help you in many things, so I'm sure you already know that, but I just wanted to show you guys the stats before I ended the video. So I hope this guide really helped you guys. It is my first guide, so I'm not the best at making guides yet. I hope I did a decent job at it, and I will obviously get better. I want to do more guides in the future, because I always used guides for everything I do, and some of them were more confusing than others, so I want to try to make my guides as easy as possible to understand for you guys, and hopefully this one was decent. If not, leave in the comments below what I could have done better and what I can do to improve myself. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.